my portfolio is this, and you start talking about where I went to school, and who I know, and how many boards I sit on, and I know the governor, and is at the White House, and I know the mayor, the president, and all that. You start talking to them about, they're interested. You start talking to them about Jesus, the crucifixion, and the resurrection. They're like, they ain't trying to hear that, right? All right, so you can't be afraid to talk to people in the world. Number 2, people of other faiths will want to debate what you teach. Look at that. People of other faiths will want to debate what you teach. That's 2A. People of other faiths will want to debate what you teach. We saw that with the Epicureans and the Stoics. Oh, by the way, you know what the Epicureans and the Stoics are. Y'all know that? The Epicureans subscribe to the philosophy that pleasure is the greatest thing. An Epicurean says, here's my faith. Like the person said, eat, drink, and be merry, and then die. Just whatever feels good, do it. That's an Epicurean. And what's a Stoic? Just the opposite. A Stoic is an ascetic, meaning a person who denies themselves every worldly pleasure, and they think that makes them holy. That think that's going to make them get to heaven. They say, those people, those Epicureans, they got it all wrong. See, you should just deny yourself. In other words, watch this. You ever see it? Huh? Pardon? Yeah, a person who's putting a lot of hardship on themselves, but also a person who disavows worldly pleasures or worldly riches. Like, you ever see people that they say, I'm holy because, I don't have a car. I don't have a wardrobe. In fact, I don't have a job. In fact, I don't work. I'm just communing with the universe, and this is the highest spiritual level. See, all those other people, I just go in the hills and I sit on a rock and pat my foot and don't stop. But that don't mean you're going to heaven. So you had the folk that disavowed the world, and then you had the folk who wanted all the pleasures of the world. And here come Paul talking about Jesus, the crucifixion, and the resurrection. Are y'all with me? And I said that people of other faiths will want to debate what you teach. Talk with them as the Spirit leads, but don't debate them. Don't let somebody get you out of your character. Here's the interesting point I want to make about this thing. Don't debate anybody at all. Because the Bible doesn't tell us to debate. The Bible tells us to answer a question if a man has a question about your faith. And what you have to do is see whether or not there's a sincere curiosity. If the person's just trying to debate you, if a person doesn't understand Christianity, if they have some valid questions, explain it to them. If a person believes what they already believe, and you can see they ain't trying to budge, drop a seed, pray for them, and move on. All they're going to do is end up getting you out of your character, and then if peradventure later on, God does soften their heart, your witness to them may be just the thing that stumbles them. They say, well, I might have been a Christian, but that person that said they were a Christian, they were cussed at me. I don't think I want to be a Christian. Okay? Lastly, 2B says others will be curious about what you teach. Yeah, they will be curious about what you teach. And where we ended up was make sure the resurrection of Christ is what you teach. And we will pick that up next week. My time is up. And I thank you for yours. Amen? Okay?